Lean in, lock in, listen. What's going on, family? I want to talk today really about the whole aspect of building healthy boundaries. And one of those things that we have to really get identity on and really soundness of mind on is really the whole aspect of getting clarity on our boundaries, getting real keen insight and clarity on our boundaries. You know, Les Brown has something, the great renowned motivational speaker Les Brown has something called OQP, only quality people. And that is kind of his forte. That's kind of his mantra and kind of his identity in regard to the type of relationships that he desires to have and that he feels as if we should be pursuing that. Only quality people. Only quality people looks at the aspect of people that build you, people that bless you, people that cause you to have a breakthrough and not a breakdown. Only quality people, those that speak life into your life, those that empower you and really help to nurture your growth. Only quality people have the mindset that a win for you is a win for them too. But I believe there is no OQP. There is no only quality people. There is no OQP without OQB. What do I mean by OQB? It's a term that I coined and it's in my latest book entitled Know Your No: How to Build Healthy Boundaries and Love Without Losing Yourself. Yeah. It's a term that I coined called only quality boundaries. Yes, and I really believe that only quality boundaries create space for only quality people. Yeah, OQB is the prerequisite for OQP. Let me say that again. OQB is the prerequisite, it's the precursor for OQP. You don't get OQP without OQB. You down with OQB? Yeah, you know me. Right? So we really need to be focusing on building only quality boundaries. That's why we're having this conversation today. Building only quality boundaries. And here's what only quality boundaries does. Only quality boundaries moves us into this particular aspect of now creating a fence. Now we're creating a bridge. We're not building a wall, we're building a bridge. We're developing a doorway to where we can decide who to allow into our life, who to disallow, who we give an opportunity to, who we create space for, who we provide access to in our life, and then also those who we deny access based upon those particular behaviors, based upon behaviors that are deleterious to our destiny and deleterious to creating only quality boundaries and developing in our life and building only quality people. Next, we also have to do this. We have to protect our relational immune system. Yeah. Let me add some context. Let me add some language to that. We have to protect our relational immune system. What do you mean by that? Think about this, how your body works, how the intricacies of your system is in tandem with how you operate and how you're able to sustain and overcome colds, how you're able to beat germs and viruses and all these specific types of things that are oftentimes attackers to your well-being and how you're going to have longevity of life. There are certain attackers, people who in many cases may not necessarily have a virus, but to a certain degree, their vitriolic attitude becomes a virus in regard to how you relate to yourself, how you relate to other people, how it is when you're thinking about your relational immune system. And here's what you have to do. You have to protect your relational immune system. What does that mean? Protecting your peace, protecting your mental health, getting clarity on your identity, building only quality boundaries, developing your identity, knowing who it is that you are, knowing what you want. If you don't know what you want, somebody's going to decide what you get. And generally, it's going to be what you don't want. But how do you know what you don't want if you don't know what you do want? Are you confused yet? So is the person who doesn't know what they want. So we have to be clear on what is going to cause our relational immune system to sustain and remain strong, or what weakens our relational immune system. Come on now. When you think about what weakens your immune system, when you're talking about your natural, your physical body, wrong types of foods weaken your immune system. Lack of sleep weakens your immune system. Right? Certain things, engaging in drugs and alcoholic substances, all these specific types of things, overindulgence in certain things can weaken your immune system. Are there people in your life who are weakening your relational immune system? When you think about your immune system, listen, you got white blood cells, you got red blood cells. White blood cells are your fighter cells. They're fighting off impending viruses. They're fighting off those things that would be attackers, diseases that could possibly develop. They're fighting off all of these specific elements and germs and viruses to protect you, right? Anything that the white blood cell sees as an invader, automatically they're going to it and they're fighting it. They're not fleeing, they're fighting. Here's what we have to do. We have to lean in, fight against what seeks to destroy you. Too many of us, we're dealing in the flight rather than the fight. Whenever there's opposition, we flee it. We acquiesce. We move into a particular place to where now we please and appease. No, we have to stand pat. We have to stand down, 10 toes down on what it is that we want, what it is that we're going to, and how we're going to live our life. Stand 10 toes down on it and say, this is what I'm doing to protect my peace. I'm going to be overprotective with who it is that I am. Protecting your relational immune system is key. Is necessary. Think about your white blood cells. Think about your red blood cells. Red blood cells are the cells that carry oxygen to the body. Do you have people around you who are suffocating you or who are now causing you to breathe and believe? Carriers of contentment, carriers of commitment, carriers that cause you to breathe a lot easier, carriers to where people are a breath of fresh air, carriers of peace, carriers of joy, carriers of increase. Those are the type of individuals that you have to have in your life if you're really going to abound with healthy boundaries. Got to protect your relational immune system. Last but not least, here's what we have to do. Only quality boundaries only develops not when we're just setting boundaries for other people, but when we're setting boundaries for ourselves. Most people do not want to have the conversation about the boundaries that they set for themselves because they don't have many people. But they always want to set boundaries for other people. And here's the thing. They will always acquiesce. They will always moonwalk. They will always do the electric slide away from their boundaries because they don't have any for themselves. The boundaries that they set for others, if they can't keep their own boundaries, they'll never be able to stand 10 toes down on it. And so here's what we have to do. We have to enact self-imposed boundaries. The things that you say, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make sure that I adhere to it. I'm going to walk it out. I'm going to walk it like I talk it. This is what I'm going to do. I am beholden to my boundaries. I said I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do it. I'm not going to reverse course. I will do what I said I'm going to do because I'm setting boundaries with myself first before ever setting boundaries with anybody else. That's what it boils down to. That's what it really means. That's the whole aspect there. Self-control, self-restraint, becoming self-reliant, developing your self-esteem, working on your self-concept, self-identity. It all begins with you before it ever starts or finishes with anybody else. When we get to that particular level to say, listen, I want to grow by any means necessary, I will not short circuit my success. That's when you're going to see your greatest self arise, thrive, and be revived. Time for you to go for it. Time for you to make it happen. Time for you to believe that you can do it. I believe that you can do it. I know that you can do it. And when you develop the OQB, only quality people are going to be knocking on your door. Only quality people are going to be walking into your life. Only quality people are going to be developing who it is that they are so that they can remain in your life. They don't just want to show up when you go up. They want to show up as you grow up. Why? Because they're doing the work as well. I want you to go ahead and get my book. It's called Know Your No, How to Build Healthy Boundaries and Love Without Losing Yourself. It is a riveting read. It's a book that as you read it, it reads you, giving you real keen insight and truth that you don't want to run from, but it's going to cause you to face it head on. Go get the book right now. It's available on Amazon as an ebook, as a hard copy. You can even get a signed copy on my website, which is EddieConnor.com. Go ahead, get a signed copy there. EddieConnor.com. Support it. You already have a book. Great. Bless somebody else with it. It's a gift that keeps on giving. And that gift that keeps on giving is through the lens and the portal and the prism of boundaries. If you are not a member of my Eagles community, listen, what are you waiting on? You know you're not satisfied with the life that you've been living. You know you're not satisfied with where it is that you are in building who it is that you are. You know you need to expand your circle. You know you need to understand that there's something greater that's on the inside of you. It's time for you to get the key ingredients, the necessary practical strategies so that you can level up. You can't blame anybody for a lack of success or remaining where you are, staying stuck like Chuck in a pickup truck, if you don't get into an environment that enhances your growth. My Eagles community is the environment that enhances your growth. Join the Eagles Academy right now. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, become a member, register to join us as I'm teaching, as I'm coaching, as I'm training, as I'm mentoring you, as you're able to network with so many gifted leaders locally, nationally, and globally. You owe it to you to tap into the greatness of who it is that you are. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. I know you were transformed by this conversation. Send a Cash App, drop a PayPal, a Zelle, whatever the case may be, all is well. Support the work that I do, not just online, but also offline, where I'm coaching, teaching, training, mentoring, serving the community, giving back, mentoring our young people. Yeah, all you have to do is just send a Cash App, $DR Eddie Ministries, PayPal, info at EddieConnor.com, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. Link is in the chat. Link is in the description of this video, rather. Yes, link is in the description of this video for how and where to give. Family, is yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother got to run. So I know, once you know, it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, talking to you, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Yeah, keep soaring higher. I want you to go ahead and get your hands on my new book, Know Your No. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide. Don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection. It's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation, and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right now.